Hello everyone, my name is Otoku James. Welcome to Dinkum Episode 3 Campfire Poacher. This video and maybe future videos of Dinkum are going to be more of a story commentary because a majority of my gameplay in this game is just me mostly grinding for money because I wanted to get rid of any slow content that only mostly shows the main part of the gameplay, which is grinding. I'll still try to show any important stuff, but I may miss some parts because of not recording. After the last video, I messed up on day 4 of summer. I died for a thumbnail. I didn't realize reviving meant going to the next day and it saved. If I could, I would have tried to exit the game to stay on the same day. I was annoyed, but oh well. On day 5 of summer, I wanted to explore, mine, gather food, grab shells, and catch bugs to sell to John the next day. Then I started an orchard farm of bush limes, kwandong, and bananas. On day 6 of summer, I went to John to sell the items and only got around 11,000 dinks. It wasn't much. I was expecting a bit more than that, especially since I spent all day gathering this stuff. I'm going to need dinks for building people's homes. I bought tools and went to Fletch to buy more licenses. I killed these crocs near my home because they were annoying and I wanted to loot their items. Then I went around bug catching again. At this time, I wasn't sure how to make more money. I could only think about maybe increasing my orchard farm to sell all the fruit, or someone coming with items to let me farm, but that would still mean I couldn't do anything for most of the days because I still have to wait till they grow, and orchard trees take around 11 days to fully grow. On day 7 of summer, I killed more crocs because they spawned back in and were annoying. Slowly but surely, I was getting a bit more money after bug catching and selling all the crocodile loot. I wanted to learn how to fish and was wondering if selling fishes were more worthwhile than bug catching. I don't know if you have to put bait on it or something. Maybe you have to put bait on it. Okay. I get how fishing is now. I pretty much fished all day and night. On day 8 of summer, I sold all the fish I had, and definitely it was more worthwhile to do, especially selling that barracuda. I went mining for ores and gathering more food for stamina. I made a dirt shallow water path to a different side, then wanted to test to see if I could place a campfire underwater, and I can. I wanted to see if crocs could take damage, but it would always try to avoid it. I learned that entities can take damage, but only 1 tick of damage underwater. On day 9 of summer, I tried to see if I could get the crocs into a campfire trap, but I learned that most of the animals and NPCs don't drop down or climb anything 2 blocks high, and especially any workstation, they won't walk on it. Then I decided if they weren't going to walk on the campfire, why not just forcefully place it next to their body to catch on fire? And it works. The croc is big, about 3 spaces. It's very easy to get the croc to catch on fire because of its head and tail. The croc takes about 4 times getting caught on fire till it dies. This discovery of using the campfire as a weapon become one of the things I use at night because it doesn't use stamina. It has no durability, can be used as a wall to block attacks, and can force enemies to go around the campfire. There are risks to it too though, because you can accidentally catch yourself on fire and possibly die depending on how low your health is already. I wanted to move my town and my camp to the middle of the map, so I went to scope out where would be a good enough spot to stay at. I set up Fletch's tent to be moved there on the next day. I'm not going to focus on decorating and other things till I make it a lot easier to terraform the land. I wanted to make traps and animal collection points, but unfortunately I didn't have any of the really important items to make them. I went mining for tin and copper, then I chopped down mangrove trees and palm trees. Late at night, I realized that I can stay up as long as I have stamina and health. I decided to go around the whole map to kill all the jackaroos, crocodiles, wary moos, and bush devils I can for their meat. Killed 1 dingo for an experiment to see how it would react to the campfire. I decided not to kill even more of them, even though they are easier to kill because they don't react when on fire fire, they don't attack, and they don't run away. I killed one Kidna also for experimenting, and they take about 2 times catching on fire till they die, but they only drop 1 item, so I decided they weren't worth it. I also experimented to see if I could also kill the shark with the campfire. I was able to damage it with the campfire, but I would have to keep setting it down and removing the campfire to deal damage because it's in the water. Eventually, the shark's health got low, then it ran away, so I couldn't kill it. I did this hunting for a few hours, then went to sleep. On day 10 of summer, I had to exit the game to respawn all the animals I killed. I put away the meat because I wanted to hunt again at night and wanted to bulk cook and sell everything. I went to Fletch to buy a mining license level 2, a logging license level 2, and a metal detecting license. Set up a moving spot for the visitor site next to Fletch's tent, and I put myself into debt to get John's store and set it up next to the visitor site. I wanted another orchard farm nearby the new area, so I placed all the apples, bush limes, guandongs, and bananas I have in my inventory. I went hunting for meat and gathering materials to place in John's store. I didn't record on day 11 of summer, but you can pretty much guess what I did. John's store is built and open. I sold him all the meat that I had available. I believe it was close to 400,000 dinks. I went hunting around again, but this time I died during the night by accidentally killing myself in the fire while killing an animal. Since I died, I still had around 500,000 dinks in my money inventory, so I lost around 125,000 dinks. Yeah, that's probably a whole few hours of work gone. Oh man. On day 12 of summer, I met Theodore, who wanted to already live here and wants me to build a museum for him. I figured that hunting animals till they died took too long, so I decided to do metal detecting instead, plus it's safer. I did this all day and night. I also made an animal trap to capture. I would lower the croc's health down using the campfire and capture them with the trap. I didn't have enough hardwood materials to make an animal collection point to send the crocs, so I would leave them by John's store to be sold later. On day 13 of summer, I didn't record what I did that day either. I was expecting it to be another metal detecting run, so I didn't record. I asked Fletch to upgrade my tent to a house that day. I believe I also went chopping down hardwood to make animal collection points, and I also built more traps. On day 14 of summer, I met Rain, who sells garden supplies. I was excited to do farming because it's one way of making dinks, and it's the main part of the game to start your own farm. Bought her watering can, a hoe, and seeds to start my garden. I asked Fletch to move my house and set it up across from everyone. Almost every day since John's store opened, I bought his grill, grinder, and smelter to prepare for better work efficiency. Then I bought a wheelbarrow and also tools for reserves. I started our garden behind everyone's home. One side has 20 wheat and the other side has 40 tomatoes. I realized that it wasn't exactly a good spot to build a farm because there was no water source, so I had to terraform the land to bring water closer to my crops so I can have easier access to refill my watering can. Once I was done gardening, I went hunting again, mainly for trapping crocodiles, and once I ran out of traps, I went treasure hunting all night. I happened to go back to my house to check out the upgrade, and inside it was glitched. The boxes and sawmills were duplicated. Although it was duplicated, it didn't double my items. It was more like the duplicated box is coming from the main source with all the items, so it was more of an inconvenience because once you remove the main source of the box, the duplicated box becomes an object that is just in your way. You can't even interact with it to pick it up to remove it, so I just left it for now. From days 15 to 18 of summer, I finally get my house moved closer to everyone. The glitch seems to have reset itself after moving, so I decided to reorganize everything. I mostly just spent a lot of the time metal detecting for parts to be used in the future, finding amber stones to be sold, and finding shiny discs to be sold to Franklin, but he hasn't shown up yet. I met Melvin, who sells furniture, but I didn't buy any of his furniture. I spent so much time metal detecting that I could fix all the teletowers. During these days, I would mostly die the majority of the time because I would always risk my stamina during metal detecting. That's why so many days went by even though I wanted to efficiently use the days. From days 19 to 21 of summer, I made enough money in total throughout my gameplay that I could start building a bank. On day 20, I finally get Franklin to show up on my island. I've been waiting for so long. You could see how long I've been holding and gathering onto these shiny discs. I commissioned him to make me a repair station, but I was dumb. I didn't realize that he had a repair kit in the back that I also needed to buy from him to make the repair station work. I couldn't buy it from him once I received the repair station. I began to efficiently capture wary moose, bush devils, and crocs by setting up a lot of animal collection points near the spawn rates of the animals. I was making tons of money from just capturing between 250,000 to 400,000. It only got better because someone posted on the billboard that each wary moo capture will cost around 18,000 dinks for the next couple of days. I thought it was capture one and get 18,000, but nope, it was each one. Alright, after capturing all the animals with the upgrade to the wary moo capture reward of 18,500, I got around 882,700 dinks. Combine that with my rest of my money. As of today, on the 21st, I have around 2,333,644 dinks. I have a lot of money, and these are all the traps that I use. Yep, 3 chests of traps. That's how much I go around trapping. And I'll show you my map of what I explored. This is my map. The skulls are where the crocodiles live at. And it lets me know where potentially where they're at. And these eggs looking ones are where the wary moose are. It lets me know where I can go find wary moose. The campfires are where the animal collection points are, so that they're easier for me to spot and I know that they're nearby. And yeah, the fruits are for fruit trees. The axes, as of right now, they're just used for shark trap points. So there's a way for me to be able to make them catch on fire. If there's an opportunity, I'll show it to you guys. And these crystals are where the clams are, with the pearls. So I found pretty much a lot of them surrounding, just nearby the shores of the island. And if you see these little lines, they're not bridges. They're more like shallow areas that I use to kind of go around the map a lot easier. I didn't want to block the way for maybe a rowboat or a ski boat to go through, so that's why I set it up like that. Plus this is supposed to be like an easier way for me to access the tele tower, so I could just like run straight back to my base because it's currently the closest. I don't like how this tele tower is like not directly on point with this teletower. I mean, kind of is, but yeah, it doesn't look right. Now I'm gonna show you what I've been doing. So this is how I set up my sawmills and my stuff. The reason why I set it up like this is so that I can just like run around it and place it down easier. But I've seen other people how they do it. They like it how like it stops them from like going past further beyond them. I just set it up like this because I hate jumping. But yeah, I bought the deep mining yesterday, and I thought it was supposed to be done by today, but I guess it's still building today and I won't get it until tomorrow. So that's for the next episode. But yeah, I'm gonna show you my house. There's not much. It's just mostly my crafting stations, my boxes. This side has my clothes inside of it, and maybe other various items I'll put in eventually. And these are where my tools are, my extra tools, my weapons too. And this is where I place anything plant related on this side, random miscellaneous stuff. I should place this in the crafting area if I can. And this is where my food is, right next to my food cooking table, and my crafting area, all my electronic stuff. My garden it's been raining a lot, so I haven't been able to like train my farming skills because it keeps raining almost every single day. And I've improved my orchard farm. It's a lot bigger now. It's gone pretty wider than what I've shown you guys. And these pillars, they're just there for now. Once I get the equipment to get rid of dirt, they'll be gone. Yeah, this dude, he is Milburn. I'm the new banker here on Dream Toku. Yeah, it's kind of messy for now. I'm planning on trying to like, in a way, link these towers to the middle. like make a path in between, but it's gonna mean a lot of terraforming, and I don't really have the tools for that right now, so I'm gonna wait until I have the tools for it, then I'll start terraforming and then reorganizing everything and doing all the designing and stuff. But I probably won't be showing that as much for the future videos, because it's too much slow time, you could say. Not much going on besides just working that you guys are probably not interested in watching. I heard the dude whistling. I heard a whistle. Oh, there he is. Yo, dude, I've been like waiting for you for a long ass time. Head selling. Battle shovel. You need a shovel, spinifex resin, crocodile tooth, copper bars, a bone bow. Do have 2 iron bars, 2 coppers. I don't have a slingshot. I don't know how to make a slingshot. The only thing I could probably make is the battle shovel, but I need to kill 8 crocodiles. Oh. Ted Sally disappeared. He just, I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared. Maybe he died? It's not fair. Or that's not good. Yep, this way. Yep, this way. Yep, this way. Yep, right there. Just stay right there. We're gonna cut you off, and we're gonna see. You hear those ticking noises? He's taking damage. He won't attack you unless you're inside that too deep water block. And right now, all I just need to do is scare him to get his tear. Yeah, see, he died just like that. Just capture him like I can capture him like that, or take him out like that. Easy way of killing shark. Hey, thanks for watching. Click on the next video if you want to watch the next Dinkum video. Otherwise, there's a playlist of me playing the Dinkum series. Or you could just click on different playlists to watch my different series. Thank you, and goodbye.